Okay, so this is a very sensitive topic, like you all are sensitive. See, so what happened in the UK? Three kids were killed by somebody, and when police arrest a boy, everybody start misinforming that he was a Muslim. Okay, and before that, a lot of concept in the people prejudices, you can say, is in the people's mind already settled that okay, these immigrants come, they do. And previously there were also like the rape cases done by some Islamic boys from the Pakistan, some other activities. So generally, throughout the world, if you will see, people relate terrorism with the Islam, although this is not the case. Okay, because within a community anywhere, everybody is not the wrong, everybody is not the radical, right? And it's a completely well tested thing. You should not have to think that everybody is radical there, everybody is supporting the violence there. Okay, so this is the things to protect such people who are not violent. There is government who say okay, you want to fight, but those who are not willing to participate, let them be away from your brutality. But all these chaos are there in the United Kingdom. One thing you have to understand, what is this multiculturalism and why it is uh, taking so much blood to evolve to a level where everything works better. Everything works better means like market works better, consumption patterns work better, and those who have a accumulation of wealth, they able to again get more wealth. So that is the normal state. So what is multicultural? Multicultural is like many different cultures, religious groups, not human being. First understand, not human being. Humanity is the ground on which this all culture trying to settle down, and trying to show that we have an identity, you know, and that identity is more prioritized than anything else. And when these things happen and people have that type of right to show that what is their identity, they have right to express, irrespective of prevalent or major identity pressure in a country, then it is called multiculturalism, I think. But to multiculturalism is going to be the way of future humanity? No, it's not, because riots happen when somebody is trying to prioritize themselves or some agendas, okay, some security for himself, for the community, in rival with the other community. Then there is always clashes and riots. So it's not better to say that multiculturalism is going to be the future of humanity. Humanity itself is a culture, and after a long, long, long fight, and there are two world wars, we able to come across this identity of being human. We are human, but the problem is that it is not sufficient for the ego. Okay, no, nobody have that type of priority to be human. They have always the priority to be something, because there is always a privileged group, there is always exploited group, there is always the wealthy group, there is always groups of uh, commoners, consumptioner groups who consume things a lot. So multiculturalism is not going to in that way, which we assume to be more democratic, which we assume to be more humanistic. And the reason for all this is accumulation of all those peoples who were used to be exploiter, used to be the recipient of social advantage due to the prevalent discriminations in that society in developed countries. Okay, like take the UK is a developed country. So people from the India, people from the Pakistan, people from the Nepal, people from the Sri Lanka, people from the other European countries, people from the South African countries, they are going there. Okay, They say that their achievement of this making way to the United Kingdom or other developed countries is their merit, is their hard work, but it's not. They actually leave their country dealing with all those issues which used to be prevalent there because of them, because of their forefathers. So they are not solving them, they are using them to make their way to these developed countries. So they are moving there with the same mind, same exploitative mind. Okay, it may be that UK lived their colonial mind a long years ago, but the people who are moving there, they have their prejudices, and they understand that prejudices as their culture, as their religion, right? And that is going to be dangerous for any nation. When you are moving to any country which achieves some social achievement of better governments, better facilities like better education system, better society, then you have to leave your predecessors there, right? And you have to work to fight with them, but you are not doing them. You are not doing that things. You are only focused to make the spaces, you only focus to make the money, you only focus to remain in the top on the hierarchy. So that type of multiculturalism made by the such people who generally product of social advantage, nothing else, create the chaos and riots happens. And every developed country's government should understand that. Okay, I don't know why they are pretending that they are not understanding. Maybe because they want to brain drain, they want to wealth drain from the developing nations, and the result of that, people of their own country have to suffer. They have to suffer in opportunity, they have to suffer in their cultural upwardness. So they have to suffer in a lot of things. And when this thing happen, riots begin. People, because the people in their heart and their mind keep all these things always active. So whenever the mob comes, mob spreaded throughout the nation, or misinformation comes out, they start acting on their prejudices or on their understanding that what is happening with them. So the same thing happened in the UK, and every nation should learn from this, because now it's not the time to move to the developed country, but it's time to make your own nation free from those type of social and political, economical disasters out. You have to try at least to make your country better, so that you can live in your country better with your own peoples. Okay, and nothing else I can say more on this. Next we will see.